Welcome to live from Deanne Fitzpatrick studio in Amherst, Nova Scotia. And it's our Thursday live that we do every week at 2 p.m. And we also put this on our podcast. It is not our regular interview, but I'm just going to show you some wool that Greg has dyed today. Just really beautiful wool. Welcome Clara Sanford Ballantine, Andrea Lee, and 6 other people. Welcome. And I'm just going to show you the rugs that I hooked lately. There's everybody working on getting your parcels out. Hi, everybody. Hi. We're all got to go back. There we go. I'm just going to show you right here. I think this is as far as I can go, but there's a little batch of them there. We still, there we go. I think we got it. This is all our Briggs & Little. Remember, we have Briggs & Little Chunky on the website now, too. Oh, it's such a great yarn. Okay. Won't let me go all the way out there. It just kills me because I want to take you everywhere. It's just how I am. I want to show you the whole place. Welcome, Maida Graham, Randy Cohen. Hello, Randy, and Karen Hawthorne. Thank you. Hi, Paul Weaver Stratton from just down the road. And Catherine Ryder Karras. Ingrid Taylor. Welcome, Ingrid. Thank you for coming every week. And we've got Julie Henches Winkler and Shelley Richardson. Hello, Shelley and Janine Brocious. Janine has joined the Harbor Masterclass. Thank you. Lou Jackson. Haley Perry. Hello, Auntie D. Hello, Haley, my niece. These are 3 of the rugs that we're just deciding which one will be a kit for the Art Gallery of Nova Scotia, because I have a show that's starting there in, I think it's January 22nd, and it's going to be up for quite a while. Hello, Joni Black from Montreal. We were just getting ready today to write you a note, Joni, thanking you for the cake. So everybody seems to like the one in the middle with the circles. Angela, would you mind getting the one with that I like, the hollow one, the red one? I think it's the yellow house with the red trim. Angela's just going to run and get that, and then we can decide together which one we want to be a kit for next for the Art Gallery of Nova Scotia. That kit will only be available. And Jen Glasgow is here from St. John's. Welcome, Jen. And Susan Sutherland from Baden, Ontario, who's also a member of the Harbor. The Harbor's finished right now for the... we're not taking any registrations now, but we had a great set of registrations. So we're pretty much deciding between these 2. Well, these 3 actually. Those are the 3 that we're deciding between. I'm going to show them to you individually. Thank you, Angela. So there's this one here. Let's have a good look at that. So this is really representative of the show. There's a lot of big rugs in it like this. Or there's this one here. Either one of them, I'm gonna make a kit of one of these, I think, not both of them. Hi, Kathy. Kathy Crow is watching, and Kathy is also a member of the Harbor. We have a lot of Harbor members here today, Angela. So if you were going to make a kit of these, which one would you make a kit of? Someone said the yellow one is my favorite. The yellow or the coral. So if you guys could do a little voting, and then we will decide. Oh, you like the 3 houses. Yeah, we're not going to do that as a kit. I'm sorry, that's going to be a little rug. We'll just sell the rug, I think. We'll probably... I'm just deciding. Yep, the one with circles. Circles. Jennifer Brennan says the circles in the sky. Haley says the coral. Yep. Yeah, strong going for the coral. Oh, Joni Black says the yellow. Yeah. Well, keep telling us, because we want to know what you think. We're planning on doing one of them. Hello, Helena Burke. Welcome. So that's our decision. I'll just put the 4 of these together, and you can see all 4 of them together. And I'm going to hand this over to Angela now in just a moment. And we have 297 people watching, Angela, so that's awesome. 301 already. Woo. Joyce McMichael and Teresa Bogle just joined, and Joy Trites. So I'm going to pass that to you. And I am cozy today here. I was hooking at home this morning, and Angela and I made 3 videos yesterday. 1 for Color School, 2 for Color School, which will be, it's a long way off. Don't get excited. There's still a lot of work to do for Color School, but I just want you to know that we are working on it. And and we made one for the Harbor 2021 because we are adding new content to the Harbor for the people who were in it last year and for the new people. And we just want to make sure that that course is spectacular, as it already is spectacular, I think. I think it's a great course, but it needs some new stuff for the people who were here last year. Today, I want to show you a rug that I'm starting, and I also want to show you a rug that I finished. So I'll bring them out here, Angela. I think I'm going to bring my book out. So some of you asked about the pod rug that I did, and here it is. So the seed pods have kind of gotten lost in the green. I really like this rug, but I'm looking at it and I can tell you like 7 things I could have done better. So when I look at it, I could have outlined the pods. I think that would have strengthened it. I can tell you that would have strengthened it for sure. I really love this. This is beautiful. And this is made with Rasta yarn, which is this yarn here. This one is Verde Azul. And we do have this in stock on the website now. We just got some new Rastas in, so you can have a pan that if you want for them. We just got this one in. I'm not even sure if it's on the website yet, but it's Oxido, and it's really beautiful. So those are new. So I love that, and you can see that I've just added like little bits of other things in there with it, but it's primarily that. And I like the blue-green that's in here. I think that made it really interesting. So, you know, I always look at every rug that I make. Now, if I came in as a person off the street, I would be happy to buy this rug the way it is. Like, I like it. But as an artist, I can always see the things that I love about it, like those bits of velvet there. But I can always see, and I love this bit of green and red and that wine. But I can always see the things that I would strengthen it. And that's true with every single rug that I make. So no rug is perfect. But I really do like this rug a lot. Matches my sweater really well. Isn't that great? So I'm happy with it. But like I said, with any rug, like even this one, which I can hardly see anything wrong with it. I love it so much. But if I look at it closely, I can see what I would do differently. Now, just because I do it differently doesn't mean there's something wrong with it. But there's always something that you can improve upon, right? That's why we take a new word every year, because we can always improve upon ourselves, and we can always, you know, those of us who are into that sort of thing. Not everybody is. Some of you are not into that sort of thing. But so I'm just looking at that rug and I'm thinking, I do like it. It's a bit abstract, but I really love this part. And I'm working on a rug at home now. I could hardly leave the house today because I had some friends coming to town. Other than that, I probably wouldn't have came into the studio today. I would have did the live from the studio at home because I was really intent on my rug. I'd intended. It's been inspired by a lot of different paintings that I've seen lately, and in a lot of paintings I saw a lot of heavy black outlining. So I'm doing some heavy black outlining on a landscape rug. In here, I am working on this. So today, I have a couple of projects that I have to get to. And one of them is I have to go through my sketchbooks, all my sketchbooks. I have to go through them all, and I have to flag them. And I have to take any sketch. And right now I'm not seeing anything in this one. Look, it's nearly empty. That should be out here and getting filled. I have to go through all my sketchbooks. And I have to pick up the images that are going to be in my next book. So the next book is going to be, it's going to be called Meditations for Makers. It's sort of, and I want to take images. See, like I like that image right there. And I want to take drawings. And I'm going to flag all these drawings and all these sketches. Right there, we're going to flag her. And I'm going to get copies made of them. And in those sketches, Queen of the Kitchen. Oh, let's see what else is here. those sketches are going to be in the book. So the book is going to be kind of like Sunday letters, I guess, but they're not the Sunday letters. There's different writing, and it's all these little tiny pieces of writing that I've done. Like, look at that sketch. Isn't that amazing? You know, if I do say so myself. I just shouldn't be talking like that about my own work, maybe, but you know, if you think it's good, then like I want to include that. So it'll be included small like that at the bottom of the writing. And this is going to be a paperback book that is mainly writing. Look at this one. The woman yelling, "Knit me." Look at that. I like that. I don't know. I think why not? There's something about that I like. It's not an amazing sketch, but you know, I think if it was reduced, it would be really sweet. Well, there she is again. Knit me. Not as good. Knit me again. Look at that. See, I've worked it out like 3 or 4 different ways, right? There she is, loving her ball of yarn.
When do you expect the book to come out? Yeah.
I think, I'm not really sure. I think usually when you start a book, it's a year. It takes a year. So I'm not sure. I think next fall, I'm hoping. So there's going to be all kinds of different sketches in this book. There's a woman with wine, cheese, a man and a woman together. And so I'm picking out just a few little pieces. So I'm going to need probably, there's going to be 365 days in the book. I like this. Do you guys like that? Any word on that one, Ange? Not crazy about it, maybe?
I like it.
I like it.
Georgia O'Keeffe style.
It's sort of, yeah, kind of a lot of influences. Oh, that's nice. The birds in her hand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, see, this is an old sketchbook because that's when Inspired Rug Hooking came out.
Diana Pierce, yes to the flower sketch.
Yeah, it's simple, isn't it, Diana? I like it, too. There's a man with children. No, I'm not going to do that. Don't like that one. It's fun to share. Oh, I do like that.
Oh.
Do you guys like that? I think that's good. You know, that probably took me like, an hour and a half to do, right? So, you know, there you are, sitting there. Oh. And I do like that too. I'm just going to mark them because we don't have to choose them all, but they are all potential, right? So these will appear, and they won't be patterns, they'll just be sketches. So there's one sketchbook. I'm going to go through another with you, and then I'm going to hook for a little bit. Oh, I love that. I love that sketch. Oh, I love both of these. All of these. These are beautiful. I don't even know they're here, right? Some of them. But like, wouldn't that be gorgeous foreground on a rug? Can you guys see it? Oh, I don't know. See, sometimes when you draw a lot, sometimes you draw really well, and sometimes you draw, oh, look at those. Oh. Sometimes you draw really well, and sometimes you draw kind of mediocre, right? And sometimes you draw quick, and sometimes you draw fast. Oh. See, that was a pattern from a long time ago. 3 little tops on the line. I can see that on there. I can see that working. I'm going to pull that one out. See, this is from that pattern quite a long time ago. Create Beauty Every Day. I was trying to work it out in different ways. Wow. Create Beauty Every Day. Another one. This is when I was making these rugs quite a while ago. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at this.
What are the main things that inspire your sketches?
People. A lot of times they're people, nature, form, like the shape of things. Like, look at this. That's a beautiful little sketch. The shape of that leaf. You know, just like if you really look at, that's a leaf. If you really, sometimes I just can't believe, look at that. See, I can't actually draw, Angela.
Yeah. I agree with you, Nan Becker. I really like the dresses on the line, too.
Yeah, you like the dresses on the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
That really jumped out at me.
You like that one? Okay, we'll go back and we'll tag it. That's why we're doing it together. You know, if you see something that you really like, we'll tag it. May or may not appear in there, but because when you're writing a book, you don't make all the decisions. A lot of times, the editor makes a lot of the decisions, and so does the designer. They make a lot of decisions that you're not party to. So let's see if we can find that one again. It was way back here before Create Beauty Every Day, wasn't it? There it is. You like that one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll tag it.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, it is sweet. Look, it's like her hips are in there. Okay. No, I do like this one a lot. This doesn't look like my style, but I think that's okay. There's another one. See, it's a sunflower head. Sunflower head. Aww. Cute toes. Okay. What else we got here? And then there's shoes. And so then I get really quick, right? They're quick and they're rough. What do we got? I can tell when I'm drawing for patterns and when I'm drawing for rugs. And this is one of my favorite sayings, and I've written that over a long time. There's nothing more beautiful than an idea. It's just such a true statement. When you have an idea, you just never know where it's going. There is beauty everywhere. There is love in the heart, silence in the trees, music in the waves. I don't know what I was thinking about that day. All right, that's it. So we got 2 books done, and I appreciate your patience. Found a book half empty that I should be using. So I'm going to put these back, and we are going to hook together. Thank you for your input on those. I appreciate it. It's good. It's good to have someone else's input. Sometimes when you're looking at your own work, you don't see it in the same way. So right now I'm working on, it's not a moose. Do you know what it is? Does anyone know what this is? Can you tell? It's not a moose. It's a... Everybody know? Anybody guess? It's a caribou. Never seen a caribou before, but I've had some contact with caribou lately, and it's really inspired me to create. So this pattern that I designed, we're going to talk about next month with the people who are in the harbor. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to outline this caribou, and we're going to hook some velvet in there. And so I've chosen, I want to get some velvet in the antlers. And I've chosen this, which is going to be a yarn. This is just one of Angie's babies, one of the extra ones that she had around. And I'm going to try and outline the caribou.
A lot of people are saying elk.
Yeah, maybe they're the same thing. I don't know.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, what is the difference between a caribou and an elk?
I don't know. I think a caribou, I think in some places, I'm not sure, so don't quote me on this, but I think in some places they're called reindeer.
Somebody said reindeer as well.
Yeah. So I'm going to hook this. I just got to decide whether it's a single, I think it's a double outline because this rug is so big. So I'm going to start with the antlers. I'm glad to have your company each week. I look forward to seeing you, especially, I'm not seeing as many people as I normally would. In the studio or outside the studio, very few. We're not getting together right now here in Nova Scotia very much. We're allowed to get together in groups smaller than 10, but I think for the most part, most of us are spending a lot of time at home. And I know that you are too. I know that you're all trying really hard to do the best you can with COVID. Oh, I love the way this outline is happening. See what happens when you outline with a variegated yarn, Ange?
Beautiful.
Look at that. Wasn't counting on how beautiful that would be. Isn't it nice to be surprised? I hate to hook in this sweater because I don't want to get it all messy. Okay.
So apparently elk is a lot bigger.
Elk is a lot bigger than caribou? Okay.
And on Fogo Island.
Yeah, on Fogo, yeah.
Fogo, sorry. Apparently the caribou.
That's like a sacrilege, Angela.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
If Lillian Dwyer is listening, she's just going to be...
Oh, sorry, Lillian.
Fogo Island.
Fogo. Apparently the caribou run up in front of vehicles.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
On Fogo Island. So there's caribou on Fogo. We never had a lot of caribou right where I lived. We had a lot of moose, but I think they're a beautiful creature, and I wanna pay attention to it. And I'll probably get to see them sometime soon. I get to Newfoundland again. I hear they run in herds out by Trepassey. So I'm going to turn my frame around, folks, because I'm having a hard time stretching. So I know what my next rug is going to be. I've already got it figured out. I was telling Angela today, and I've got a huge rug on at home. Like, I'm really, really feeling it right now. And I'm listening to the book Habit, about creating habits, and how big companies create habits within us that I'm trying to watch. I got to tell you about my email. Remember what happened with my email? Do you guys know that story? I was checking it like this all the time. Every time I turned around, every time I got in the car, every time everything I did made me think of my email. It was bad. Today, I didn't check my email. I check it once. I check it 3 times a day, right? And today, I didn't check my email until 2 o'clock, right? So you're going to hear, if you're emailing me, I'm going to get back to you within 24 hours, or someone from the studio is going to get back to you within 24 hours, usually within 6 or 8 hours. I've created some new habits, and freeing up that space has left me more time for hooking, right? More time for writing, more time for creativity, more time for thinking, and I'm really, really happy about it. So my new habit is to check my email in the morning, at noon, in the evening, and at night.
Can you fix your mic?
Sometimes, sometimes I don't. I do it 3 times a day, as opposed to, it was incessant the way I was doing it. So we can create habits ourselves, for ourselves, that habits that improve our lives. And one of those habits is 10 minutes a day hooking. How many of you are hooking 3 times a week? How many of you hook at least 3 times a week? Are there a lot of you hooking at least 3 times a week?
We seem to have a lot of new hookers on here, Deanne, and they were wondering about what your backing here.
Oh, this backing? This is linen. So I hand drew this design on linen. I used a template for the caribou that I made myself from a couple of different pictures that I found online, different photographs. So there's my antlers outlined. Now the next thing I want to do.
Randy Cohen, me, Joy Trites, Maureen.
Every day?
Juan, yep.
Awesome.
Susan Sutherland.
3 times a week at least?
Yep.
Or more?
Ingrid Taylor.
Great. Really
and
committed.
Joni Black.
Joni, yes, of course. That's
Linda
great.
Cullum.
Good.
Shelley Richardson.
Shelley Richardson, 3 times a day. Awesome, you guys.
Donna Wright. Carla Quinn. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong.
That's okay. We're still mad about Fogo. Okay. So I've got sort of a pinky color and a soft color. And I want to show you that Rasta yarn again too, because I think that I'm going to use a little bit of that in here.
What was the yarn for the antlers again?
This is just a velvet that we dyed. I don't even know if we have this color on the website.
The outline, sorry.
Oh, the outline? The outline was just one of Angie's babies. It was a dark gray, black mix. But we will be having, when we do color school, Angie's coming up with a new palette for us. So we'll be having something like this later, but we don't have it yet. So I am going to take this yarn, this velvet, and I just love how the velvet just folds out. We do have velvet on the website. There's some beautiful velvets on the website. Oh, look at that. Okay. But it actually looks like you'd expect the antlers to look, right? And I want to get over here, and I want to make sure I get in those edges. We must be, are we running out of time yet, Angela? Do we still have a little bit of time left?
Yeah, we got about 4 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, we just hit 400 people.
Oh, great. Thank you for being there, you guys. And don't forget to share the videos. Please. It makes such a difference. It makes such a difference in how many people see it. And I'm going to give you my spiel. Do you want to hear my regular spiel? What's my spiel? When you teach someone to hook rugs, you don't know what you're teaching them. You could be teaching them about community. You could be teaching them about love. You could be teaching them about faith. You could be teaching them about self-confidence. It's a wonderful craft, and it leads people many beautiful places. So please share the video and teach people how to hook rugs. Really, it's a generous and easy thing to do, and I appreciate it when you do it. So here's my antlers. Now I know that I don't only just want this velvet in the antlers. I want it somewhere in my caribou. I almost said moose. I mean, a caribou does not want to be a moose. A moose does not want to be a caribou. They are distinctly different creatures. Wonder, like, okay, so they're very different across here, across the back too. The back is very different. So I'm going to go down the back. And if you look at the statue, I'm not sure where that caribou statue is for Beaumont Hamel. Is there any Newfoundlanders there who know where that caribou statue is? The caribou has a big scruffy underneath the neck. Caribou's neck's more like mine than the moose's neck. It's really got a lot of underneath there. But as Nora Ephron said, don't be worrying about your neck. Stop worrying about your neck. You know, it's just incredibly boring.
Did you finish the moose from New Year's Eve?
Oh. Now what do they think? No, I just left that one. Yeah, I finished it, but it's not bound and stuff yet. So from New Year's Eve, was it New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve? No, the Christmas Eve was the trees. No, I can't remember. Which moose was I doing New Year's Eve? What was I doing? Oh, last week. I'm sorry, the white moose. They're done. They're all gone off. They're gone off to binding land, which is Norma Milner, who used to work here on Saturday. She lives at the end of my road, so she comes in, gets the rugs, and she's going to come in soon. I never let her know. If Norma, if you're watching, I got a bunch of rugs ready. One is the moose. Yeah, the white moose, all done. And it came out good. I like it. Came out real nice. I mean, you never really know until, see, that's the thing. Like, you're not finished. So I say I'm finished, but nope, not finished. Because you are not finished until that rug is hanging on a wall in front of you where you can see it, right? Because that's when you learn from it, right? That's when you really know what it's like. So I think, and I'm going in here, making that a little narrower, going out. Oh, I love this. So that's going to be really nice. So now I just want to take a little bit of that velvet, and I can sort of see that velvet go up here on the back. Sorry for being sarcastic about the finish in the rug. I'm just like, I didn't mean to be that way. I am a little bit like that, so that's just the truth of it.
Well, apparently you were going to show us 2 finished rugs.
I was going to show you two finished rugs today.
I don't know what one's supposed to be.
Well, I was going to show you the little houses, and I was going to show you the little houses, and I was going to show you the, which I did.
Oh, yes.
And the pods. What did everybody think of the pods? What do you think about it? Was there any reaction to it? That pod rug.
A lot of people were saying they like it. It's a little
okay.
bit of abstract, but they love the colors.
Okay, good. Good. I was just wondering what you were thinking. So now I'm back to the antlers. And I'm done with this.
Oh, Lucille Evans loved the pods.
Oh, did you, Lucille? Good. Yeah.
Karen Glover loved them.
Okay.
Jody loved them. Beautiful. Marion Parr.
Yeah. Are you guys like that with your rugs too? Do you look at them and, when you're done and think, how could it be better? Like, how could it be better? I think it's good to look at it and say, how could it be better? And what did I do really well? They're both important, right? If you just think, how could it be better, then you're being too critical on yourself. And it doesn't mean that just because how could it be better doesn't mean what would I do, I'm going to take it out and do it again. It means what would I do next time. Those are two important questions to ask yourself. How could it be better? And what did I do really well? I think you should do that for every rug. I'm just going to check my book and make sure I went over everything that I said had intended to go over today. The recipe for the dough from Christmas Eve. I'm gonna put it in the newsletter this week. So, and if I forget, I'm sorry, but I really intend to put it in the newsletter this week. So open it on Sunday. I'm going to put the recipe for the dough and the recipe for the fatire. And they were so good. And that was this week. Anything else we need to do? Oh, I want to show you these two. These are our products for this week. I want to show you. Mary made them up yesterday. Hooking Painterly is a course on our website. I think it's $49.95. And when you order it, you can also order the Hooking Painterly box. And it comes with all of these swatches in here. It comes with all the colors that I use in the course. And then a selection of hand-dyed yarns and some other yarns as well. So that's our Hooking Painterly. And then we put in a bundle of little bits and pieces so that you can hook. Because with Hooking Painterly, you need a lot of different textures. So that's the Hooking Painterly box. We have a dozen made up now. If you want one, it's a good time to get it. And if you want the Hooking Painterly course, it's a good course. So it goes over, it's a lot about blending and mixing and a lot about landscape in it. So that is a good course. And this is our Hooking Painterly box. And Mary made up a dozen yesterday. And she wanted me to tell you about it. And then these are our Rasta and Caracol yarns. And if you go on the website, we don't have everything in stock, but we have quite a few of them. These ones are some that some of these are ones that I own and that I'm working on with my new rug. But the beauty of these yarns is like this one would be great in the Caribou. It might be too deep. And this one here, I think would be, I'm just thinking which would be a good line. This one is called Piedras, and we have a few on that are like, but any of these that are dark, these might, like, I'm going to use a line across here. I'm just deciding now what I want to do. I think I may use, these are going to be my foregrounds in there. I think they're going to be my foregrounds. I need a,
What's that green yarn, Deanne?
Across. Which one?
Sorry, somebody was asking.
Oh, this is, this is our old pine, I think, but it's deeper now. The one that we have in stock now is much deeper. But this is Thicket, and we do have Thicket online if you want to order some of that. It's a great yarn. The packing parcels presents were still shipping from last week. We just got a little bit behind because of the holiday. But if you ordered last week, it's going to be shipped. We should be getting down to have them all out with your presents, and we've been packing little presents. And that's everything I got for today. I'm just deciding here. I don't know. This one kind of belongs. I'm just gonna cut it. So these yarns are expensive. They're they used to be $39.95 when I first started selling them, and now they're $49.95, and they keep going up in price. But they're big and they're chunky, and there's a lot of yarn in there. So look at all the strips that you get. Now, I do want to say that a lot of people take them and go like this, and they share them, and that's how we buy them. So if you have a friend or a neighbor that you share wool with, you can divide them in half, and then you still get that's half a skein. So you can buy it and share it, and a lot of people do that. So when we have rug hookers come together, that's what they're doing. She'll say, you buy this one and I'll buy that one. And we do that all the time. So I'm just going to hook a line of this. So any of the dark ones and the plum and purpley ones make great outliners, because it's like this variegation that I told you about, that outline. When you have kind of a variegated outline, it's just kind of fun. I think that. So I'll still be working on this one next week. I can't imagine that I won't be. And okay, there we go. That's what it looks like hooked up. So I think that will be beautiful against this. Yeah. Well, okay. I gotta see. Next week you might just be watching me finish this one, but let's see. I'm working on one at home too, big one at home. So I don't know how far. I might still be really early on this one next week. I'm going to cut that in half again. And this is what I like thicket, because one of the things I like about thicket is that it has little bits of gray and little bits of black in it, and it makes it interesting when it hooks up. So just watch, you'll see the little tiny bits of black just poke up. Makes it very nice. You can just sort of see. I think that's a good combination. I don't know if it's dark enough. I don't know if I wouldn't like the same color outline as the moose, or maybe I might add that. Anyway, that's it for today. We're going over time. I don't want to take advantage of your attention. I really appreciate you coming out, and I'm gonna hook my way off the screen. I'll see you. See you next week. No, this is good just the way it is.